Hey guys, Velodart here. I'm here with a top 10 about what makes you not a very good zombies player. I'm going on vacation pretty soon. Well, tomorrow. I procrastinated to today to make all the videos, and now it's 2 a.m. I have to leave at 7 a.m. and I gotta get my shit together, basically. That's what I'm telling you. Sorry, there's a thing on my computer. I had to get it off or it's gonna bother me. So me and Dylan, when we're on vacation, I'm gonna try to get you gameplay. I don't know though. But I am gonna post a vlog every single day. Just so you know. We're going to New Hampshire. It's gonna be fun. Alright, anyways, let's get into this top 10 about what makes you not a very good zombies player. Number 10, does not open doors. If we're on Kino to turn, and you gotta open that first door, and you have like 4,000 points, and one guy is barely enough to open it, and you're just sitting there knifing the door, you're trash. I hate players that do that. Oh, this one time, I had like 1,250, this kid had 20,000 points. He made me open the door, and he was just sitting there knifing it. I was fucking sending him messages like, dude, just open the door. But you know, some people are not very good at zombies, and if you do that, change your ways now. Don't be selfish. Number 9, does not know any maps. This is important. If you don't take the time to practice the maps, then you're not gonna be good. Just so you know. That's a pretty important step. If you're on like, what's a good training map? Dreisendracht's pretty good. If you don't know where to train or where's the best spot or like how to build the bows or anything, I'll suggest learning one map and getting good at it. That is what made me above average zombie player. That is what made Velo Hero a better zombies player. It just makes you a better player if you know that map and you stick to it and you keep trying on that one. Number 8, does not know strategy for the map. This is really important. If you're just trying to learn the map and just playing one map and not really knowing how to play it, kind of, that's not very good. But if you're like trying to learn strategy, like on Dreisendracht, there's a good camping spot up by, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. Wait a second. By quick reload, there we go. But by up those stairs, I got to round 40 up there, and I know a lot of people have got to round 40 up there. It's a pretty good spot, just saying. And also, you know, if you gotta learn good places to train. You gotta know how to get the bows on that map. Even on Origins, well, you can't really train on that map. You just gotta have to run around and hope for the best. You gotta know how to build the staffs, like staffs or bows. That is important. Always know strategy for the map that you're gonna try the hardest on. Number 7, troll. If you're a troll and just like taking other people's staffs or other people's bows or just letting them die and teabagging them, you just shouldn't even be fucking playing the game, bro. You're trash. Like, don't do that. If you're doing that, fix it. Like I said, play one map, get good at it. Troll, I mean, that one's pretty self-explanatory. Number 6 is not good with their money. This is important. If you just have like 20,000 and you keep wasting it in the box when you already have like a storm bow, well, a Drakon, like a fucking haymaker, or like a dingo, there's no point in hitting the box. That's just stupid. You're wasting your money. I mean, you can in higher rounds just to keep getting ammo, I guess. But if you're on low rounds, if you're already set, save it for perks, save it for pack-a-punch, stuff like that. It's more important than just hitting the box a whole bunch. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 5, and this one can go either way, because I consider myself an above average zombies player, and I sometimes go down a lot. I've gotten to around 40 a lot and high round stuff. But number 5 goes down a lot. That one's pretty hard. Like, no, not hard. I mean, I do that. That one's Try not to, but if you do, some people call you a bad zombies player, and then you're like, look at their stats, and like highest round's 24. So just try not to. I mean, sometimes you just get bored and you have to go down. Well, you don't have to, but you sometimes do. Number 4, This one's really important in my opinion. I think this is one of the most important out of them all. But this is just my opinion. Like, this whole list is my opinion. Number 4, buys all the wrong perks. Oh, I was playing this one kid with Shadows of Evil on one of my old accounts, and he wasn't getting Widow's Wind. He was getting like Mule Kick, which you need Widow's Wind on that map. It's so important. That kind of goes back to knowing strategy and knowing the map, like what perks you need. But that kid, I don't know. I guess there was no hope for him. And he wasn't buying Jug. And on Ascension, I had this kid. Like, he didn't care about Jug. He wasn't hitting the Wonder Fizz for any good perks. No, he's crazy. It's crazy. Number 3, packs all the wrong weapons. If you're like on the Giant and you're trading in the Drakon for the SVG and pack punching that, thinking it's better than the Drakon, this really comes with knowing your weapons and how good they are. You gotta know your weapons, because you won't get to a high round if you don't have good weapons. Like, people, okay, nobody's a relaxing end here, Oxygen or the Smith Blades or Mr. T-Lexify. If you're above average, you're not gonna get to around 100, okay? That's for superstars. Above average, it's like around 40 to 50 to 60 in that area. And it's hard, trust me, it's hard. But anyways, going back, I got off topic. If you get the Drakon on Giant, keep it. If you get the Dingo on Giant, keep it. If you get just Dingo or Haymaker on Dryzen Drak, keep it. Like, stuff like that. You gotta know to pack a punch the right guns. Don't ever pack a punch bad guns, because then you won't get high rounds, and that sucks. Number 2, it's max ammos too quick, and this is very important. If you're like one of those kids, I had to work on this a few times. I'm not always flawless on my top 10s. But if you don't, okay, going back to the Ryzen Drak, if you don't fucking spam your Stormbow when you have the chance to, when there's, because those tornadoes last a long time. You gotta work on that. Like, don't ever do that. Always spam your ammo. Always throw your monkeys, your Gersh devices, stuff like that. Now I have 3 honorable mentions. Rage quitters. If you're on like, okay, you're on a high round, or you're on even a low round, and there's 4 people, and you rage quit, that means there's 3 people with 4 zombie type things. You know what I mean. Well, yeah, I can't really word that much better. But don't rage quit, because if you never know. Like, some people, I played with some bad people who've clutched very high rounds. Don't ever rage quit just because you don't get the bow that you want or the staff that you want. Just sometimes you just gotta suck it up and move on. Oh, this one's important, and especially in Origins and Ryzen Drak, because it's like the only map it really comes in. Does not know how to build staffs or bows. That's important on those maps. If you don't have that on those maps, you're done. Like, you're not even gonna move on. Those are the most important things in those 2 maps. If you don't have those, you die. That's why the no staff challenge is very hard. I think it's one of the hardest things. Hardest challenge. I think it's actually the hardest challenge in Zombies, the no staff challenge. And I think the bows, those you can really, you don't really need the bows, but I would suggest getting them because they're very important on that map, and you can get the high rounds just with the Storm Bow or the Magma Bow, stuff like that. Number 1 is if you're just spamming the bots for like the ray gun. Wonder weapons aren't always the best choice. I don't always go with the wonder weapon. Sometimes I go with the ray gun. I mean, sometimes I go with the ray gun, but usually I go with the Dingo and Drakon if I on maps that I don't have, like Stormbow Origins or Ryzen Drak Origins. So stuff like that. Don't ever spam the box for like a ray gun, because ray gun's honestly not that good. If you really think about it, it used to be good on like Black Ops 1 when you had PhD or like World at War, but now every gun's so good in Zombies that you can get to a high round, but some guns are not that good to pack, just so you know. This one is, alright, now that the honorable mentions are done, this is the most important one. Number 1, waste ammo. Ooh, you're on like round 30, 35 to 40. You don't get a lot of drops of max ammo on those rounds. You kinda gotta rely on high max ammo guns. Well, ammo guns. If you're just, best thing to do, go for headshots. Always a good tip. Always go for headshots. It's very important. Don't never go for the legs. Grenades don't usually help you, so don't ever throw those unless you really are out of ammo. Always go for headshots. That makes you way better. Just always do that. And that's my list. Thank you guys for watching. And me and Bello Hero are gonna be doing vlogs on vacation. I'm gonna try to bust out as much videos as I can. See you guys.